Hello, everybody. Eleanor Beaton here. Welcome to the live stream. Please go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat. Let me know your name and where you're logging in from and why you joined, what you hope to get out of today's live stream. I'm so excited to be here with you. For those of you who don't know me or aren't familiar with my work and the work of our awesome team at Safi Media, I'm Eleanor Beaton. I am the founder and CEO of a company called Safi Media. So at Safi Media, we are a media and education company for female founders. And we're on a mission to advance a model of economic growth that nourishes the planet, one woman-owned business at a time. And we will know we have been successful at that when we have doubled the number of female founders who sustainably scaled past $1 million in annual revenue by 2030. And that's our mission. It's a big mission. We cannot do it alone. So we so appreciate having founders and leaders in on the discussion like you. And if you get value from this discussion, please go ahead and share it with your community. Hit the share button, share it on social so that other people can benefit from what I'm about to share. Hello, Monica, Irene. We've got Jennifer. Awesome to see you guys. Jennifer, you're in Vancouver. I feel like you're typically in New Brunswick, maybe. Do I have that right? Or am I misspeaking? Hey, Kate from Minneapolis. All right. So today's live stream is all about why you should 2x to 5x or potentially even more your prices, even if it terrifies you. So we are talking about pricing. And let me be clear, pricing isn't just attaching a number to something. Pricing, especially premium pricing, is all about positioning, right? It is all about positioning. And when I say pricing is all about positioning, not in the same way that like you can slap a Louis Vuitton logo on like a plastic slide, on a pair of plastic slides and have them be $1,000 versus $20. Not that, that is not what I'm talking about. When I talk about positioning, I really talk about making sure you are creating valuable offers, positioning them for the right customers and buyers, articulating the value of those offers, and charging appropriately. So it's not just slapping a price on something. That's the difference between having a price and a pricing strategy. Okay, Jennifer's like, okay, different Jennifer Dean. All right. So I'm going to cover I've got 5 key points I want to make with you today. So number 1 is the role of profit in your business. Number 2, we're going to walk through some pricing math so you can really clearly see the impact of raising prices. And that really helps me walk you through my thought process in terms of setting prices. We're going to talk about what you can use this profit for. And then really, helping you think through positioning as well. Okay, so let's dive in. Here's why you need to consider raising your prices 2x or 5x or more. It's because profit is power. So your prices are going to be the key thing that determines the amount of profit you have in your business. And of course, your profit, I know that you know this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Your profit is the amount of money essentially left over in your business after you pay your taxes and expenses. So whatever is left, that's your profit. And your profit is your power as an entrepreneur. Profit is the fuel that allows you to reinvest in growth. Profit is the money that you can then give back into your community. You can reinvest in businesses that are owned by women or minorities or are social enterprises that advance causes that mean a lot to you. And of course, this is money that can create a financial fortress and also luxury for you and your family, and this beautiful reward for everything that goes in and all the risk that you take on as an entrepreneur for growing your business. That's what profit does. And I would love for those of you on the live stream, just go ahead and put down, like, how do you use profit to increase your power? How do you use profit to increase your power? So for me, profit is the money, is my personally fueled venture capital that goes back into advancing our overall mission, right? That's really how I think about it. So profit is incredibly valuable. And the key driver to increasing your profit is not like cutting down on your company bought lattes. It's really through pricing. So the impact of raising your prices is huge. So let me walk you through some math to really show you the exponential power of raising your prices. So let's say that you have an offer that is $1,000. So you have a service offering, it's $1,000. And when you factor up all of the expenses that go into it, it's about your expenses are $400. Okay. So $1,000 service offering, your expenses are $400. You're making $600 in gross profit from that offer. Okay. Jennifer's saying we can invest profit into the business and outside to build our wealth overall. Yes. 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 Exactly. Learning and developing myself, Kate says. Love it. Okay, so your $1,000 offer, expenses are $400, you get $600 in profit. Awesome. Now, you don't just change the number typically. Like you're going to raise your price, the same offering, you're going to make some positioning changes to make sure this works. You're going to raise that price from $1,000 to $3,000. So that same service offering, you have just tripled the price to $3,000. Your expenses stay exactly the same. Okay. But now, rather than $600 in profit for each unit you sell, now you're making $2,600 in profit. Now, so you triple the price and you go from you more than double the profit. You go from making $600 in profit to $2,600 in profit, right? Pretty amazing. So let's look at the math. So let's say you sell 5 of these units a month at $1,000. When you priced that service offering at $1,000, over the course of a year, you would make $36,000 in profit from that one offer. By tripling your price to $3,000, you raise your profit to $156,000 per year. Okay, so it is significant. You tripled the price, but you increased your profit by a factor of about 4.5. This is why pricing is so key, because your prices have an exponential impact on, raising prices has an exponential impact on profit. And I want you to think very carefully about what that profit is used for. Entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, we already know that female founders get much less access to capital. We are much more likely to capitalize our businesses and build our personal wealth through profit, through which we would call internally generated cash flow. So that means that raising your prices has this exponential impact on your profit. That profit is the fuel that in turn allows you to pay for speed and pay to create exponential, even more exponential growth, right? It is huge. The compound effect of profit in your business is absolutely enormous. Now, here's the thing that I see. People who don't know what they're talking about just raise the price, and then they're just like, just go raise the price. And then if you don't raise the price, they're like, you have scarcity mindset issues, which really bothers me how when women will have legitimate concerns about things like pricing, people say they have scarcity mindset issues. That's not, and that would never be the approach that we take with our clients. When we are encouraging them or working with them to raise their prices, we know that if you 3x the price of something and you don't position it properly, you can 100% tank your sales, right? So this is not like, you've got to be strategic about it. And so we love to encourage people to raise prices, but we also know we want to make sure that you are doing this strategically. It's not just slapping a different price tag on it, because pricing is a type 1 decision, meaning if you announce a price change, if you double your prices and you tank your sales, you cannot go back. in the marketplace. You know what, that thing that I was going to offer for $10,000, forget it, it's 5,000. Like you can't, it's a type 1 decision in business. So you have to be strategic about it. You need to be thoughtful about it, and you need to make sure that you are positioning yourself properly. And here's what we see time and time again. Your price, like, so how would you actually ethically raise your prices and strategically raise your prices to be able to actually not kill your sales conversion? And the key is that pricing, some of you are thinking that pricing is related to how much something is worth. Pricing is not related to worth. Worth is intrinsic. Pricing is related to the value you are capable of articulating in the marketplace. And that in turn is also related to how expensive and premium is the problem that you are actually solving. This is the heart of positioning. And this is why when we are working with female founders in service-based businesses in the Power Presence Position program, helping them scale from low 6 figures to over $1 million, we really look at a couple of clear things. Number one, are you actually working with premium buyers? Are you solving an expensive problem because you cannot charge premium prices and serve simple, basic as hell entry-level problems? Premium buyers do not pay for you to solve their entry-level problems, right? They're going to hire an assistant to help them do that. That's not what they're hiring you for. They are hiring you. Companies and individuals are going to hire you at high-end prices to help them solve expensive problems with valuable, extremely valuable solutions. And your ability to command high prices, perhaps you've seen in the marketplace, there's somebody who you're like, I went to school with this person. We're like the same. She's charging 10 times more than I am. How did that happen? Maybe you've been in, or this company, they're not even as good as I am, and they're charging much more. All comes down to positioning. Are they working with a premium buyer? Are they solving an expensive problem for that buyer? And are they solving it with an extremely valuable solution? This is the heart of positioning, and this is required in order to help you catapult your profits by raising your prices. So these are the things that you really want to be thinking through. I want to give you an example of the impact that this can have. So we were working with a client in Power Presence Position, and she had an offer that she was selling for basically roughly $1,000 US. And we took a look at these 3 things, really identifying, are you actually selling this great solution to a premium buyer? Are you using it to are you actually solving an expensive problem? And are you providing a super high value solution? Are you articulating that the solution that you're offering is extremely valuable? And same offer, we worked with her to rejig those 3 things: the premium buyer, the who, the expensive problem, and the articulation of both the expensive problem and the extremely valuable solution. And she raised her prices by 25 times, a 25x raise to roughly 25,000 USD, and has been effectively able to close those sales. And this is interesting. Her sales conversion was about the same. So she's converting about the same, but now she's making $25,000 with 1 hour's worth of a sales call versus $25,000 that would have taken 25 hours worth, if not more, of sales calls. So this is where you can start to see how profit impacts your business exponentially. And again, it comes down to positioning, your ability to ensure that the customers that are buying this are premium buyers who are capable and willing to pay big money for the incredible value that you offer. Number 2, and attracting them means you have to, like, game recognizes game, my friends. You can't go in front of a premium buyer with a entry-level solution. They'll just be like, no, this is not what I need. And so that really that's why we want to help you prepare by really articulating, look, this is a very expensive problem, matching up your solution with a legitimate expensive problem that they face and that they're aware of, and then articulating the value, like the extreme value of your solution. So I hope you found this useful. This is why you need to seriously consider 2x to 5xing your prices. And this is why you need to tread carefully when you do it, right? You really need to make sure that you're doing this in the context of effective positioning, because if you don't, you will almost certainly tank sales conversion and dramatically impact the revenue growth opportunity of your business. I do not want this for you. So I want to be very responsible when I'm really sharing with you the things that you need to consider when you're raising your prices. But I tell you, when you do raise your prices and you have profit, now you have the power to hire the best employees out there. Now you have the power to build your wealth. Now you have the power to fly first class if you want to. Now you have the power to reinvest in causes that you believe in and that are meaningful for you. Now you have the power to engage in charitable work through your business. Profit is power. Profit in the hands of women who use it judiciously has the power to change the world. I would love for you to have more profit. Now, I've been mentioning a couple times through this live stream, if you got a lot of value from what I've been laying out here, from the pricing math, from taking you into how I look at pricing and how I therefore set our prices here at Safi Media, I really strongly encourage you, number one, if you think others would benefit, definitely share this live stream with them, or you can tag someone in the comments, or you can share this on, click the share button and share it with your network. And also, if you got a lot of value out of just this free little clinic, you need to check out our programs. I would encourage you to go to powerpresenceposition.com, read it through and apply. Then we'll be able to have a consult. I'll be asking you questions about where you're at in your business, really identify some levers that you can pull to help you increase profits and position your company to scale beautifully. And then from there, we'll really explore what it would be like to work together. So I encourage you to go to powerpresenceposition.com, complete the application. If I can see based on that we could be a good fit, we'll set up a conversation. All right. I hope you got a lot out of today's live stream. Just to recap the key teachings one more time: profit is power. The biggest thing you can do to impact profitability, the quickest, most effective thing you can do to impact profitability is to raise your prices. And we walked through some simple math showing how raising your prices has an exponential impact on profit. And for those of you who are really looking to grow your wealth, grow your cash reserves, grow your ability to bring in great team members so that you can have help in your company, like legitimate help who really helps you grow, profit is required for all of these things. It's not about working harder. It's about positioning smarter, so that you are really able to capture the value that you're creating in the marketplace. And people will not recognize that. You have to educate them through effective positioning and messaging. And of course, that's what we do in the Power Presence Position Business Accelerator. I encourage you to check out powerpresenceposition.com to apply, to extend this conversation and take these tips here and help you really use them in your company today. All right. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thanks so much for these great questions, and stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.